Okay, thank you, Jubanachan, for this wonderful opportunity in coordination with the Mumbai Diocesan Counseling Center. Thank you, youth, for coming. And without much introduction, let us start our presentation. Hope all of you are settled and listening properly. Okay. Young age, stage of challenges and confusions, solutions and remedies. So this topic is very challenging, very vast. I won't be able to do justice to the whole topic, but I'll try in my level best to do justice, at least to give you a basic feed of this topic. Hope all of you are, again, I'm just repeating, all of you are silent, all of you are listening to it properly, all of you have proper headset or something like that. Otherwise, this session won't be helpful for you. Okay. So this is, we will be looking very closely into the challenges and confusions of younger age. This is not for older people. This is not for children. This is not for older women, older adults. This is none of these will be applicable to them. This is from the age of 12, 13 till 35, 38, maybe maximum 40s, below that. I prefer 35. So this session will be only applicable to people like this. So I made the session in that way. Okay. So let us see what is actually, what is young age. Okay. What is a young age? As we already know, some people think that they are young, even if they are at the age of 50. Very good. Let them feel that way. But they are not young. Young people, young generally refers to the period in a person's life from adolescence through young adulthood. That means from the age of 13 till 35. It could, some people, it could be 36, 37, or anyway, it's below 40, but scientifically it's below 35. So adolescence is a time in which the age start from 13 to 19, a period marked by significant physical, emotional, and cognitive changes as in individuals transition from childhood to adulthood. So during this time, this boy or a girl is not a child, not an adult, something in between. So lot of problems can come in between. So the young adulthood is after 20s. This is also. So we will be looking into these two ages of young people, young age problems. So listen to me very carefully. Again, I'm repeating, you should follow me. So I'm talking very slow as much as possible. Listen to me. This is only from the age from 30 to 35. Let us try to define young age. What is young age actually? So young age can be defined by several key characters. We cannot just define into a definition, but we'll try to put in certain characteristics of this young age. So what happens during young age is, the first thing is brain development. The development of the brain, hormonal changes, identity formation, cognitive development, and a lot of things happens. Basically, it's brain development. So the adolescent brain, the brain of a 13, 14, 15, 16 year of a youth or a younger child is on a huge development. It developed a lot. Particularly, there's something called the prefrontal cortex. The structure of the brain actually. So this prefrontal cortex is responsible for decision making, impulse control, and execute all the functions of life, and social functions, personal functions, all these things. So this continues to develop well into the mid 20s. This ongoing development affects cognitive abilities and emotional regulations. So during this time, if you ask a same question to a boy who is 13, a girl who is 15, a boy who is 20 or 25. So they'll be giving you different answers. You know why they give you different answers? Because their brain process in different levels. So the brain growth and the answers that give, the response that they have will be different from each other. So the problem with this young age is, this is an age of brain development. Maybe I don't say it's biologically low, but no, a lot of updations happens, like a software updates. The brain updates a lot of softwares to its and its functions, and it is becoming ready to function. Next thing is the hormonal change. You know that no, no, from this age of adolescence plus, you are becoming a boy to a man, a girl to a lady, or maybe a woman. A lot of changes happen. Puberty happens, and sexual hormones happens. Significant hormonal changes occur, including increase of testosterone and estrogen. You know what is testosterone? Male hormone, female hormone. These hormonal functions impact mood, behavior, physical development. A lot of changes happen. This boy or a young age people will be worried what is happening in their body actually. So they won't be able to, they are not eligible, they are not educated to address the issues, the changes that they are not educated. Especially sex education and all these things are not there even in school. So they don't know what is happening in their body. They don't, so they respond to it in a different way. So the hormonal changes is very important. The next is identity formation. So Eric Erikson is a famous, it's a psychologist. So you all know about psychosocial development of adolescence and young adulthood are critical period of identity formation. Individuals explore and form their personal, social, and professional identities during this time. So during this time, they identify themselves as male, female. Some people are, some people, form their own personalities as, there are, LGBTQ even now. So this time it's an identity formation time actually. So they form what is their identity. And they try to adjust and tune to the identity also. The male identity, female identity, and the social identity, personal identity, all these things happens during this time. The next thing is the cognitive development. Maybe cognitive development, the thought development. Maybe for you to understand, it is more than thought, but still, it is more than thought, but still a thought development happens. Based on Gene's theory of cognitive development, adolescents enter the formal operational stage where they develop the ability to think abstractly and critically. So the thought process of a child will be very different from an adolescent, very different from a teenager and a youth and a senior person. So we call it no pakkoda, we call it pakkomaya chindagal. Some people think that way, no. No, he's not intellectually mature. Some people say that, no. So the intellectual and this cognitive and all these things are connected. So this new cognitive capability allows for a complex problem solving and moral reasoning. All these are connected. So this young age, brain development, hormonal changes, identity formation, cognitive. These are the minimum changes and changes we can bring in to define young age. Okay, I'm not communicating with you as interactive session now because we will be communicating after the session. Okay, so what is peculiar of young age? As we already know, rapid physical growth, emotional intensity, risk-taking behavior, peer influence. So these younger age people, they'll be, as I mentioned earlier, the body will be growing so fast and they'll be having mustache and sometimes no formation of body parts and all those things. They'll be worried about their body development. Sometimes emotional imbalances will come. They used to take risk. You must have seen a lot of youth people. Like they used to ride bike and they got into an accident and all those things. You must have, when you ride a car, when you ride a bike, you feel like riding very fast, and that is because of the hormone that we have. The risk taking behavior. You fall into love affairs, you fall into you fall into many other problems like some bad habits, you get it from your friends and all. So any risk that you will take during this time. And the peer influence, during this time Achen's message will be inadequate. Parents support will not be sufficient, and your books won't be helping you. You may not even look into Google even, but you will look into your friends. You will see, you will listen what your friend says, and that influence a lot your decisions, your color of choice, your dress selection, your lot of things are influenced by your peer people, your friends. So social relationship and peer acceptance become increasingly important during this time of younger age. I hope you'll be able to find out your at least your this thing in this actually. Okay, so the next thing is 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The next thing is yes. Yeah. Then we have search for identity. They are not child, they are not adolescent, they are not elders. So elder people will consider them as elders, but they are not elders. They cannot behave as elders. This younger people will expect them to be like children. They won't be able to play with them and be like a child. So the identity problems are very, very, very huge. And during this time, the cognitive abilities are too much. The development of formal operational thinking allows for an advanced reasoning, problem solving, and all these things are actually there. And they always will be wanting for independence and responsibility taking stuff. This is how they always want. I don't want to be dependent on my parents now. I want to go to church alone. I want to go to school alone. No, 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 don't come to my room. I want my privacy. And I know my room is my space. Don't touch my books. Why you're coming? All these things develop during this time actually. Okay, there are some few changes happening in the body and brain during this adolescence. This is from 13 to 13 onwards, younger people. As I mentioned, brain development, and this is already mentioned, but this is in detail. The thinking part of the brain, the the prefrontal cortex. That's what I mentioned. Teens rely more on the emotion part of the brain. There's something amygdala that you already know. You must be knowing amygdala, leading to strong emotions and impulsive actions. So, and the impulsive, they'll be very quick in taking decisions. They don't think twice. They'll be very quick in taking decisions. Emotional brain, that is called it. We call it limbic system. Emotional brain is very active, making teens seek reward and peer approval. It's always they'll be wanting an approval. Always, they'll be wanting a reward. All these things are there actually. The brain is trimming unnecessary connections, to work better. So brain is confused actually during this time. They don't know how to do, what to do, how the elders will think. A lot of confusions are there. This is how the brain developed during this time. Then the hormonal changes I already mentioned. Puberty, boys produces test, all these things I mentioned. Next thing is physical changes. That also I mentioned. Rapid growth of the body weight and height. Boys will become people of muscles, and all these things are there actually. So, this is how the problems happens. This is because of these, or because of the problem that I mentioned now, the development that I mentioned now, your problems arises. So now let me, from my experiences, maybe as counselor, the diocese here, or the cases that I get here, the challenges that I have faced. This is not particular stuff, but this is in general. This is my own inputs actually. The face problem that you all face during these days, but you know much better than me. So now you can use your chat box and tell the problems that you are facing during this session, during this part. I'll be putting more problems like this, and you can put your problems, and we'll discuss all those things after the session. And the problem that I could find out during these days, the virtual satisfaction. See, people are satisfied with the mobile that they have, the screen that they have, the WhatsApp that they have, the virtual satisfaction that I get through WhatsApp chat, sending emojis. All these things giving me what I need. For example, this is equal to eating maybe the delicious maybe parota and beef curry that you like. The same satisfaction you get by your brain, when you eat maybe a beef curry or parota, if you like it very much, or something very, maybe a pizza, the satisfaction your brain gets is all similar to the satisfaction you have when you use the mobile. Any satisfaction, brain gets all these things as same stimulus actually. So the virtual satisfaction that you get is not real. It is not at all real, but you get satisfied. So when you get satisfied, what happens? When you had a lot of food and you got satisfied, you won't be able to feel like eating. You cannot eat anymore. And maybe you'll be sleeping, or you'll be something else. The same way, when you get virtual satisfaction, you won't be able to make real friendship sometimes, because you are not getting the satisfaction that you have from virtual satisfaction, the real life. So the real life satisfaction and virtual satisfaction are different things. So the youth here, I own a lot of problems that I see as people find satisfaction in virtual world, and they stay in the virtual world, Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp. There's nothing using all these things, but stopping your satisfaction there. Going for a picnic is very exciting, but watching about a picnic video is not at all enriching for you. It gives you stimulus for your eyes, but not for your body. Not You are not experiencing it in the real way. Then the next thing is virtual friendship. You may not be able to talk to your church friends or your class friends, but you feel comfortable in talking to person very far through online. Maybe WhatsApp, talk, chat. A lot of people I have, a lot of cases, I handle here, as people got married through, what do we call it, Snapchat, and all other social media platforms. When they chat and when they talk, they don't show the real face. No, they see maybe an elevated, we call it elevated face. When you talk in real, the real face comes. But when you talk in chat and video calls, you can manipulate, or maybe you can create your image actually. Maybe you must have heard about a guy in the Instagram who was a viral person. He got a lot of issues with ladies and all, and he was using his, what do you call, mask, what is that thing, and making reels, and a lot of people were there, but in real life he was a very not at all a handsome man. But the virtual friendship, people find comfortable in virtual friendship. From friendship till a lot of other bad things happens through virtual friendship stuff. So this is a very huge problem that I have. The virtual satisfaction that you get through this, you will not get it in real life. Real life is different and virtual friendship is different. When this virtual friend come to your house, come to your home and stay, let that person come and stay with you. Within 2 days, that is why a lot of divorces happen. I attend a lot of divorce cases. Divorce cases during in the time of love, they are so nice and well, because they are in two places. They are new people. They want to try many things together, maybe explore bodies and mind, and that is how they will be in need of it. And when they finish it off, when they got what they wanted, they will be tired of. So this virtual and real world friendship problem. See, and virtual and real world adjustment struggle that I mentioned already, along with the other point. So the adjustment with virtual and real world is very difficult. That is a problem that few of our youth faces. And things in plenty. See, our parents used to say, we did not have ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊന്നുമില്ലായിരുന്നു, നിങ്ങൾക്കെല്ലാം ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. But they also had, we also have. But the problem with the present world, maybe this era, is we the generation have everything in plenty. Not like how many people who have at least only four pair of clothes. No, it must be very, it must be 40 plus. No doubt about it. When we have things in plenty, we don't value things. When we are given a lot of money, we don't value money. When we have a lot of food, we don't value food. When we have a lot of dress, we don't value. So we take it for granted. And this is how a problem happens. When this happens in your marriage life, in your job place, in your everywhere. When things are in plenty, it affects your health also. When food is a lot of food is there, so eat a lot. So it affects your health. It's the same way. The more things that you consume, it could be dress, it could be your food. The more you consume, the more obese you are, the more sick you are. Hello, mute kamo. The more sick you are. Next thing is no risk taking. See, this people, our youngsters are getting away from taking risks. Without taking risk, you cannot live long. You cannot construct a life. You should take risk to get married, to get a job, to study well, to buy a house, to buy a car, to keep a family, relationship well, to maintain a church relationship. All this, you should take risks. But if you don't take risk, nothing will fall on you. Nowadays, people feel that I should be fed. I should be fed. No, you have to make your food and eat it. This risk, our younger people, they are, I don't know, they are not tuned to or trained to this. This is not your problem, but your parents' problem. And next is selfie life. This is not the selfie that the mobile take. No, we take through mobile. I'm in this way. I am satisfied with myself. Preoccupation with self-image and social media validation. But still, my point is like little more narcissistic tendencies. The same, I am satisfied with my thing, my world, my room, my mobile, my internet, my world, my virtual world. So I don't want to come out of this. I'm concentrating on my thing. So when I concentrate only on myself, when I concentrate only on myself, I don't concentrate on others. So we are a social animal. We live in a society. We are social animals. We cannot live a selfie life always. We need other people. The food that we eat is made by somebody else. The dress that I wear is made by somebody else. So I'm connected to a lot of people. The job that I do. When I become a self-centered person, I disconnect from the outer world. There are a lot of chances that I disconnect from the outer world, and I'll see a lot of people having selfie life. I visited one of our home, in my ministry. I I know I went to a house in which only a bachelor, no, a bachelor was staying. Nobody was there. His house is filled with trees and plants, not like decorated plants. Not even, I could not even enter the house, and he lives there. And he, of course, an educated person, but he lives that way, and he's not connected to anybody in the world, not even the church. Even I got an entry because I'm a pastor, a clergy. Otherwise, I would not have got entered. A lot of people got trapped this way. So this is also a challenge. Next thing is the digital divide. Digital divide. Digital accessories and all these things are there to connect people more, but of course, but it divides. Unfortunately, it divides, but you should be able to control it in a such a way that the digital will not divide your relationships, your wife, your children, all these things. Next thing is social isolation. During this time, people try to keep themselves away from society. We call people for the youth league, Yuvajana Sakyam, come for camp conferences, DYC. Our youth used to come. For example, for the DYC last time it was 300, 400 people, but it is triple or four times than them. They're not coming, or they're not interested to come, or they're not attended, they left alone. So a lot of people are wanting to be isolated from society. They enjoyed loneliness, because they don't have to answer to anybody. When you are on the scene or on the screen, people will look at you, but out of the screen, people will forget so you can be comfortable in your comfortable place. But that's called social isolation, which is very dangerous. That is why we always tell our people to come for youth meeting, come for the prayer meeting, all those things. We need social mingling. Next thing, the choice of pleasure. So the choice of pleasure, a lot of changes have come. People used to draw, people used to sing, people used to go for an outing or a picnic. Those used to be pleasure making stuff, but now it's not. There are a lot of pleasure making stuff available at your doorstep. A lot of prioritizing immediate pleasure over long-term goals and responsibilities can affect academic and career success, and a lot of things can affect. But the pleasure that you choose is very important. If you choose maybe a drinking pleasure, your future is gone. But why can't you make something else as a pleasure? Talking to people is a pleasure, but why do you get away from talking to people? Or drawing is a pleasure, or some hobbies are pleasure, or a lot of things are pleasure stuff, but people select something else these days. And next important thing is fear of marriage. Fear of marriage. People don't want to marry. When I ask, they say that no, 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 we are afraid of marriage. I don't know how that guy will treat. I don't know that girl will treat. How that? No, no, I don't want to get married. I know I will stay. I know I will, I will stay as bachelor and all those things. After 30, 35, 40, they realize sometimes. Sometimes they realize. There are some people have some physical problems, some sexual problems. They don't get married or some sexual disorientation. It's okay, but it's not that. A huge number of, even in Mumbai, even the diocese, I am in the field. I know how many people are yet to be married. Why they are not marrying? They are afraid of a lot of things. Financial stuff. I should have money. Acha paisa വേണം പിള്ളേരെ വളർത്തണം പിള്ളേർ ഉണ്ടാവോ ഇല്ലയോ we do not know. Financial stability, we need to buy a house, then only marriage. We need to buy a car, then only marriage. A lot of things. Concerns about commitments, financial stability, relationship dynamics may cause hesitation towards marriage and long-term relationships. This end up in a lot of other problems like living relationships and virtual marriage relationships, all those things. What they need is just a satisfaction. But marriage is not for satisfaction, not only for satisfaction. Marriage is not for sexual satisfaction. Marriage has a lot of other functions, which I'll come to that later. That's a huge topic. But fear of marriage is a huge problem in this. So during this time, I hope you are using the chat box to clarify your doubts. When you have doubts, please use the chat box. Fear of sharing space. This is the problem. This is the problem that these couples sometimes share. When I get married, I have to share my space, intellectual space, emotional space, my choice space, my bedroom space, my bathroom space, everything I have to share with somebody else, no? Which is a very problem. So anxiety about sharing personal space and experiences, both physically, emotionally with others, is a huge problem. So people are not or tuned to learn to share spaces because our parents, during the time of our parents, no, they had no, they were 8 children, 10 children, so they lived together. Now it's only nuclear families having one child, two child maximum, so they have their own space. They don't learn to share actually. So I have children. I even now teach. We are trying to teach them to share. They don't want to share. They have everything by their own. Not that. That will affect their family in the future. So no planning about practical life. See the problem with the younger people that I see maybe in an urban city. See, people, some people are actually, they have plans, but most of the people, they just go to school, study, get some good marks. Maybe they're not planned about the future sometimes. There are some people, but still most of them are. The practical life. See, this practical life the word practical life is very important. What is practical life? How to eat, how to walk, how to do a job, how to drive, how to have a family life, how to respect parents, how to make happiness, how to go for a picnic, how to save some money, how to start a bank account, how to invest money. This is called practical life. But a lot of people, they don't have any plans for but they have a lot of plans for many other things. But for basic things, when to get married, why to get married, when to get a job, when to get salary, the salary that I get, how should I invest, how should I save, how much I should give my parents, how should I, all these things are called practical life learning. Maybe arrangement of your room, cleaning of your house, arrangement of your clothes, washing of your clothes, keeping yourself dignified, managing resources, don't, without like, without wasting much money, all of things. This is called practical life planning. But nowadays, our youngsters are not much keen into practical life plan. This is all a huge topic. We will come to that later in the future. So less interest in marriage that I already mentioned actually. Attraction to new trends that is already there in every generation, but here also it is there, which is not a bad thing, but this is also a reality. Attraction to new trends, late marriage complications. The problem that I see is people come for marriage at the age of 35, 40, for 38. A girl at the age of 38 going to get married, the problem that that girl can face during pregnancy, all these things. So the plan of marriage should start, government says 2022, or 1822, sorry. But at least from the age of 20 to 24, we should have a plan of marrying. Don't wait till the age of 37 or 80, 37 or 40. Then your life circle is going to be reduced. When you have a child, you will be 45. You won't be able to see a grandchild. maybe you will die soon because you won't live more than 60 or 70. 70 is the maximum lifespan of a human being nowadays, 70 or 80. So late marriage complications in, I know, a lot of problems made there. So that I see. Then less awareness, limited understanding of practical life skills that I already mentioned, actually, financial management, all those things. So and next is setting financial goals and its, its problems. You see, the savings that they should have, the financial, investment that they should have. That's what, sharing of resources with parents, with siblings, with for yourself, for wife, for children. This is also a lot of families, they don't know how to manage finances. They get money, they eat, they finish it. They get 50,000 per month, they spend 50,000 a month. They live lavish. They order food from Zomato and eat every day. They don't cook at home. They buy clothes every week. They don't know. They don't stitch even their older clothes. They don't use. This is a Western influence. Western people do this because they have security. Western people, people in the Europe and all these things, these people get the money and they spend it because they're paying tax. The government will take care of them when they're old, and they don't have to take care of the children. After 18, their children are independent, they have to move forward. But when we live in the Indian situation, it's not that is not the situation here. You should have proper savings and proper plan, because the government is not going to support us, or we don't have any plans like this. Okay. Next thing, adjustment issues in the family. ഒന്ന് ഒന്ന് മ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാമോ? ഒന്ന് മ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാമോ? Somebody is talking. Okay. ഒന്ന് മ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാമോ? Yeah. Adjustment issues with family. When you are in the family, when you are a son, you are a son. When you're a daughter, you're a daughter. You can you don't imagine that you are the father of the house or mother of the house. Not that way. Or when you married to another house, there are situations in the family that we should act on. Some places we should adjust. It is not like suppressing, but know the situation, behave wisely accordingly. That is also very important. Lot of girls got married or boys got married to another family, coming with us with in-laws problem. They don't. But if they have come for a premarital counseling to us, please do come for a premarital counseling before you get married. Go for a learner's license test before you're driving. The same way, go for a test before you go for a course before you drive, start a family life. Know about a wife, know about family, know about in-laws, know about sex, all those things. Priority to self over accepting her partner, which I mentioned earlier. Less exposure to realities due to urban rural situations. See, sometimes our children, in urban cities, they are not cunning. People say that they are not cunning at all. They're innocent people because they go to school, come back home, go to church, come back home. That is the world. In a rural situation, also the same way sometimes. But expose yourself to the realities of the world. Expose yourself and get trimmed and tuned to. Okay, let us come to the remedies. Hope you are using the chat box. Solutions and remedies for the youth challenges. What are the solutions that I can give you? I cannot give a paracetamol for all diseases, which is very impractical. But what I have is only a paracetamol. If you want specialized medicines, please come to the Mumbai Diocesan Counseling Center. I'm there. Or use my number. I will give you specialized medicine for your diseases, for your problems. But this is just a paracetamol which will take away your headache for a while. It will not heal you. Okay, what are the remedies that we can think? The first thing is enhance real life skills, career exploration, financial literacy, practical skills. But my version is different. Enhance real life skills means learn how to fold your clothes, learn how to help amma in your kitchen, learn how to cook for your basic needs, learn how to clean your home, learn how to arrange your home, learn how to manage your friends, learn how to manage your parents, learn how to save some money, all these things. The thing which you can use, which you can do with your fingers and your five senses, that is called life skills. So the thing that you need for daily life, when you try to enhance all those things, your future, slowly you will be, you will be adapted to a new future actually. Okay, enhance real life skills. Balance digital and real life interactions that I already mentioned. This is a solution. Please balance digital and real life interactions. Don't compare it. One is unreal, one is real. Don't expect. When you're hungry, you cannot see an image of a parota or a beef or a chambandi or a chor, and you cannot get satisfied through that. No way. You need a real food to eat. The same way, it is the same. For everything, don't compare with digital life and get into real life and see. Okay. The next remedy is develop emotional resilience. Learn mindful practices. Do some meditations or some understand and also some personal counseling or some encourage mindful techniques such as meditations, deep breathing. A lot of things are there. Learn how to control your mind. Once in a while, you trim your mind. Trim. You cut your hair, no? You brush your teeth, no? You brush your teeth, you cut your hair, you cut your nails. The same way, your mind also needs some brushing, some trimming. This session is a trimming session. This is the washing session. The same way, make sure that you clean your mind once in a while so that you will be able to think objectively. Encourage healthy risk taking. Please encourage yourself to take risk. Only people who have taken risk, succeeded in life. When you take the Bible, from Adam till Jesus Christ, all people took risks. Even Jesus Christ in the same way, Abraham, Paul, all these people, only their names are written. Please make sure that you will be a risk-taking person in life and you will explore new things in a balanced way. Self-awareness and personal growth. This is also, you should know how you are. You should know what are your talents. You should know what are your limitations also. For example, I feel so jealous about, KS Das or some good singer. I'm so jealous of them. Or Remy Tommy, whatever is it, or some good singers. I'm not a good singer. But why should I get depressed of that? No. I should know my limitation. Only this much I can sing. I'll try my level best to sing more. But this is my problems also. I'm like this. But I will try to improve it. So some self-awareness and personal growth. And make sure that you grow it. Nobody will help you to grow. Please. Maybe your parents will help you. Not your friends. Nobody else. Make sure that you make yourself grow. You have self-reflection. Every night when before you sleep, have self-reflection. What all I did today, what all things I missed today, what all things I should have done, I could have done. Have some self-analysis always, which will make your brain active, which will make your thoughts active. Regularly evaluate personal goals, values, and interests to ensure alignment with your true self aspirations. Don't forget it. Okay. Sixth one, address social and relationship concern. Open and honest communications foster strong relationship through clear and honest communication with family, friends, and partners. Be open to talk. Be a real man in the family or the church. Go to church. Church is a very good place. Church is a good place for interaction. Get along with friends. Some friends may not accept you. Leave them. Go for the next one. At least one person will be there for you in that church. Everybody cannot be your friends. No, no. But at least one person whom you can trust will be there. So make social relationships, social connections in your job place. Don't isolate yourself from people. So be among the people. Then only your brain will it think that way. That how to talk to these people, how to address that man, how to talk to elders, how to talk to all these people. A lot of things you need to regulate and behave in a society. Do that. Improve adaptability and flexibility. Please be adaptive and flexible. This is a situation. Don't be adamant. I've seen youth who are adamant. No, no, I will not change. No, I'm not open for change. No, you can change. You can be changed. Or come to us. We will give you brainwashing sessions. We will give you a lot of trimming sessions. We can change you. We can. It is same. Mind is also the same like your body. We can. If you're fat, we can definitely do exercise and reduce your weight. No, the same way you can do some exercise and reduce the mental weight also. Be flexible and adaptable to situations, dear youths. Next is battle social isolation. Hmm? If you are isolated by somebody, if you fight back, don't compromise. I've seen youths, they get isolated. No, I don't want to be there. I will be at home. They don't fight. They tell, no, I don't want to fight. Learn how to fight and claim your space. This space is yours. The space that you have in church is your space. The space that you have in your family is your space. The space that you have in your society is your space. Don't give it to anybody else. So battle and fight and get back your place. If somebody else put you down, fight, talk back. Who are you to talk about this? Who are you to ask about this? Is my stuff. Claim your space. Don't let anybody to pull you down. Ninth one, manage trends and peer pressure. You will have good friends, bad friends, but have an eye on them and how they tune you. Everybody will tune you as they want, not you like you want. Make sure that you don't get tuned to as they want. You be you are, and understand how they influence you. So learn how to manage trends, fashion, trend, media, peer pressure, everything. Learn how to manage it. The last one, 10th, address urban living challenges that you already know. You are living in an urban situation. A lot of challenges are here. Lot of challenges are here, but you try to overcome that also. Those things were for people below the age of 25. I think I forgot to tell you that. The solution that I made now, this was, see, youth below 25. I just forgot to read. Okay, all these things. Now I'll come to the people above 25 years plus. Okay. See, here now you are not on a position of kind of schooling stuff. I cannot school you now. I cannot give you childhood back again. Go back to your 13 years and get back. No, it is not possible. The lost days are lost. The lost things are lost. But what you can do now is making some attempt. Don't worry about the things that the wrong choices that you made during adolescence and you younger age. If you are 25 years plus, still you feel that you're a failure, you have ways to come out. I'll help you. First of all, acknowledging and accepting the problem. You acknowledge a problem. For example, you did not get a job. You studied and you did not study well, so you did not get a job. Acknowledge that I did not get a job. I did not study well. That is my problem. Write in your mind and in your brain. And from there you start. But that is not the end. I can do something else. You try something else. 25 is not the end of life. Try something else. Start from scratch. And make sure that you start from scratch and you will definitely achieve. But you should do one thing, acknowledge and accept the problem. Without you accepting the problem, if you keep on doing justification, I did not study well because I did not have good parents, I did not get a good job because the parents did not send me to school. If you keep on doing this, you will keep on failing. Forget what happened. Start as fresh. Definitely you can achieve. Definitely. Two is repairing what is lost. Maybe I can share my experience, my testimony. Psychology was my passion, but I never given an opportunity, or nobody guided me in that way. But now I'm achieving it. I'm a literature student. Then I went for BD. After that, at my MSc, I did a lot of other graduations and all those things. Now I am into my passion. I love to talk to people. I'm talking to you. So 25 is not the end of life. You can still. I achieved all these things after the age of 30 to 28. All those things. So you can still achieve your dreams. 25 is not an end of life. Repairing what is lost. Please make a repair, an attempt to repair what is lost. You must have lost a lot of days, time, happiness, but you can still try to collect it back or get it back, and this you can repair it. For example, you could not study well, you did not get a good marks, you have all failed certificates. You can start a try now by repairing it. Maybe finish it off the courses that you could not finish it. Start that career that way, finding and utilizing a support system. Here you find out a support system. See, the church provided support system. Achans will be there to ask questions and clarifications, to have some counseling. All achans are trained in basic counselings, actually. You can build a support network, connect with friends, family, peers who can offer emotional and practical support. You need emotional support. No, it's okay. You can do it. വെറുതെ പറയുന്ന കൂട്ടുകാരനെയും കുഴപ്പമില്ല, അതെങ്കിലും സം ഇമോഷണൽ. okay, buddy, you will catch up. I'll help you. And some practical support. വാക്ക് മാത്രം പോരാ, some practical support. That person to find a job and all those things. Find support system. Fourth thing is seeking counseling and therapy. If you need, there is difference between counseling and therapy. If you need support and guidance, you need a counseling. But if you are sick, you need a therapy. Two things. If you are in need of if you are confused, if you are in need of some guidance, you need counseling. Otherwise, you need a therapy. Those are two little differences. So you can come to us and we will help you in that way. So then next thing is embracing personal remodeling. Try to remodel yourself. This is possible for a therapist. If you come to a therapist, that person will remodel you. We have techniques to remodel your brain and thoughts and guide you accordingly. And be open to change and move. Let me move forward because the time is almost up. Setting new goals and priorities. Set new goals, new priorities. Gone is gone. Do that. Developing resilience and adaptability that I already mentioned, you can also try. Enhancing life skills. Basically, the world needs reading, writing, cognitive, and only emotional, all these things, IQ, EQ, all those things. Develop your skills, develop your IQ, develop your EQ, develop your handwriting, develop your skills of your job. What all job we have, what all job you do. Develop your skills. That way, enhance your life skills. Maintain emotional and physical health. Make sure that you keep a health. Go for exercises, go for some meditations, go for some church Holy Kurbana sessions. No, that will give you mental healing, body healing, emotional healing, all those. Make sure that you keep yourself. Don't expect me to feed you or parents to feed you. Parents take me to church, give me food. No, you feed yourself. You feed your mind. You feed your spirit. You feed your body. Then you will be healthy. Balancing personal and professional life. So make sure this is all that you know. You can do that. Slowly. Two solutions I'll give you in short. One is CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, which we can offer you. I cannot do a cognitive behavioral therapy for a group, which is not possible. This is for an individual. If you come to us with your problems, we will go through. We'll make you go through this. Different therapies are there, CBT, NPT, and a lot of things are there. So this you may not understand. Some people may understand. We'll help you to come out of it. And mindfulness based therapy, a lot of things are there. But I'm just giving you an option. Okay, let me wind up. I'm an Achan, no? So let me let me talk to you what the Bible says. Very old book, no? Bible is a very old book, but very brand new also. Very ancient book. It Proverbs, written by Solomon, thousands of years back. The fear of the Lord is beginning of knowledge. Keep God in between. Guidance and conduct. Timothy says, let no one despise your youth, but be an example of believers in word, conduct, love, in spirit and faith and purity, Paul says. So keep your conduct and guidance. Remembering God early. So please, that's why you're here today. Keep God as a priority. Everything will fall on you. God keep us. Don't like blind faith. No, don't fall God as blind God. No, have questions, ask God, and have creative life. Overcoming temptations, renewal and strength, seeking wisdom through prayer, developing strong moral foundations, building positive relations, all things, practicing self-control. This is all I chose all these things from an old book, an ancient book. I'm talking to new world youths. Hope even this is applicable. എന്ന് പറയാൻ വേണ്ടിയാണ് ഞാൻ ശ്രമിച്ചത്. So my dear youths, hope you will have a better life ahead. I was giving a paracetamol. Only this is possible during this time. But the Mumbai Diocesan Conference Center is always available for you. You can reach to us. You can come to us. I'm there from all these weekdays. Please call us and come, and service will be there. So now this is time for questions and clarifications. So over to Achin, and over to you. Okay. So anybody is there with questions? ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ വല്ല മനസ്സിലായോ?